Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and happy Christmas Eve, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays in all kinds of forms. So the word of the day is approval, and I am choosing this word because it is the holidays. And the thing about approval is that it is something that I really believe all of us need it, all of us want it, all of us desire a certain amount of acknowledgement, recognition, and appreciation. But there is a point at which the desire for approval can really drive our bus. And when we're not acknowledging it or recognizing how our need for approval is affecting us, it can really influence some of the choices that we're making, and it can cause us to go above and beyond, out of our way, bend over backwards to get a response from somebody, particularly this time of year with the holidays. And I think that's part of why there's this whole sort of outdoing ourselves with presents and the spread at the table and the decorations and everything else, that there's a lot of expectation of what this holiday is supposed to look like for us. And I think the thing is that that can really be an incredible setup, because while certainly there are going to be situations where the effort that we put in is going to be acknowledged and recognized and appreciated, there are also going to be other situations where for whatever reason it may not be acknowledged the way we were hoping it will be acknowledged. And the thing is that when we're not conscious of the need or that desire for approval, or the part of us that really just wants to please somebody, or especially like doesn't want to be disapproved of or doesn't want to disappoint somebody, we'll end up doing things that may be beyond what we really want to do. And that can be an incredible challenge at this time of year. It can be a total setup, because it's like if we've gone out of our way for something or about something at the holiday season, and then the other person's response is, oh, gee, thanks, that was nice. Or maybe even not acknowledge it, or worst case scenario, if you're dealing with a really crazy dysfunctional family, and you got some drunk relative who's just basically says something really mean or disrespectful, all that effort can just feel so hard, and it can be so frustrating and disappointing and depleting, and we can end up really having a lot of feelings come up that are hard because we went out of our way because of that need for or desire for approval. So I think at this time of year, I think in general, all times of year, but this time of year especially, it's really important for us to ask ourselves, is this need for approval driving my bus? Am I making this choice? Am I doing this thing? Am I putting this effort in because I want to do it, or because part of me is seeking approval from somebody, something, some situation? And what do I need to get in order to feel nourished? Because I think the thing is that we're not necessarily going to get approval from everybody, and there's no guarantee that even if we show up with the thing that we've put all this energy and effort into, we're not going to necessarily get the response we're hoping for. So I think it's really important, before going to a family event or some kind of any kind of situation where we are bringing ourselves and hoping for recognition, that we take some time to give ourselves a pat on the back, that we take some time to really acknowledge and celebrate and appreciate what we have done, and really nourish ourselves, really approve of ourselves before going into any situation. And in a way, it's like to go and take that drink of water before going to the well and putting the bucket down, only to discover that the well is now empty, or is dry, and the bucket is empty, because we don't know and we can't be sure whether or not we're going to get that approval from somebody else, but we can be sure that we can give it to ourselves. So my question to you right now is, how is the need for approval driving your bus? Are you doing anything? Are you bending over backwards? Are you going out of your way? Are you going above and beyond because there's an unconscious or semi-conscious desire to be approved of? And what do you really want to do instead? What would feel good to you? And how can you acknowledge yourself? How can you celebrate what you've been doing? And how can you just give yourself a pat on the back and really affirm and approve of yourself? So I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to hear what you think. As a matter of fact, what I'd especially love is to hear you shout yourself out, approve of yourself, and tell me what an awesome person you are and what really cool stuff you've done right here in the comments below. So until tomorrow, which is Christmas and my birthday, I am wishing you peace and ease and a deep sense of self-approval. And in the meantime, please like my Facebook page if you haven't already done it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Modern Medicine, Jennifer Moore, Modern Medicine Lady. And go take my What's Your Empathic Type quiz at empathicwoman.com to find out where you fall on the empathy spectrum as a highly sensitive, empathic person. So again, until I see you later, peace.